Somebody that thought once you needed them is realizing now that they need you. It was never the other way. And this is you understanding your worth. This is you being selfless, not selfish, okay? There's an energy here of a person who for a while, I'm not saying that they saw you in this low light. I'm not saying that they even saw you as weak. But the dynamic they felt between you and them was that you needed them more than they needed you. And remember, these are collectives, so it takes what resonates. This could be they felt emotionally you needed them more, or financially, or however it goes, spiritually, etc. But you reclaimed your energy. You saw the entire picture. This was a person that you saw in the past was starting to take your vulnerability as weakness, your generosity advantage of, and a complete cycle repeat if you continued the dynamic you had with them. So, this person definitely thought you would have came back. And all of their signs and all these things that they received about you coming back, it's not that they're seeing that they saw them wrong or that they were wrong. Go with me here. They're seeing that they received messages from their guides, etc. Spirit, angel numbers, animals, your name. And assumed that meant that you were going to be reaching out to them, or all this intensity of basically not any shift of their energy, still believing that you would just come to them. And it's been enough time now where they see everything they once thought about your connection and about you was wrong. There was never a time where you needed them. You were so authentic and real and put your heart on your sleeve and knew what you had to offer the table. And this person definitely had a game face on, and they tried to make it seem like they had this is the only way I can feel it. They acted like they had more than they did, or had more skills than they did, or were a person that was far more generous, if you will, than they actually truly are. This person did compare themselves a lot to others in your life, is what I'm hearing. So now they've gone to a reflection that a humongous amount of the thought of you needing them more than them needing you was a complete deflection, and taking their energy and attaching it to you. You cut that cord. And I see that you still care about this person. Of course you care about them. But what's that butt Spirit's talking about? Okay. So this person absolutely is thinking about doing a reach out to you. They've been debating on this for probably about 2 weeks now, is what I'm hearing. They're going to come in and say, you've always been this just person. Your heart, again, we've said you've wear it on your sleeve, but they're, okay, sleeve. So you could have tattoos. That's something that, now I'm going into their attraction. A humongous amount of what started your dynamic was physical attraction. You had this certain look to you that was very unique, okay? You possibly could have long hair. You could have tattoos. I'm seeing light and dark features. It really is a mix within this reading, but the overallness is this intensity with still so much safety when you look into your eyes. You're very visually appealing, but the spirit in your words are so comforting. Okay, so what they're telling me is this person's going to come in and have authenticity. You're going to feel with the way they're talking about you and everything. It's authentic. And there's going to be a part of you that is wondering, can we move forward? Has this time really been different? Have they changed or upgraded? And everything is situational, and these are collective tapes where resonates, but from what I feel, your ego, the thing that is formed in childhood to protect you, that registers what it does not know as danger. Your ego is going to want to tell you to give this another chance. Your intuition and your higher self is letting you know this is actually closure. You're going to be able to have a conversation that you too would not have been ready for before. These are collective takes or resonates. Some of you here, maybe this, what I'm picking up on, is a complete death of what you once to were, and can basically both agree that we have to get to know each other again, all over. Like it's the first time we've ever met, because we're not the same people. Do not make anything fit. These are collective, and those are the two energy intensities I feel, okay? Needless to say, though, what Spirit is stating is you're going to have to fight the urge to believe everything of front face and diminish what your internal body is registering. The reach out is inevitable. And what I'm going to see here, what I'm going to say, okay, I'm in their head right now. They're like, I'm going to say something mutual. I'm going to say something that isn't too intense, but isn't too casual. I'm going to throw the bone out, and I'm going to see what happens. Their whole, I see, this is me being in their head. Understanding exactly what their true, if these are true intentions and if they actually have the ability. Well, no matter what, there's definitely some secrets. And these secrets don't necessarily have to mean something bad, but there's a thing about this underlying thing that's not been spoken of, and they know your intuition. They know you. And they know that you're not just going to throw something under the rug. So there's this intensity of if when they throw the bone, if you will, if you reciprocate, the next step they want to do is unpacking the past together, stating that they do have something they can fulfill for you, that they're different now, that you've helped them in more ways than anybody else has before. I do feel this person being willing to talk about whatever this secret is, whether if it's something to do with another person or childhood wounds, addiction, etc., whatever this is, because it is collective. I do actually see authenticity. I do see this person not beating around the bush. But here's the thing. This is all the beginning energy. We need to pull cards for the after, because there is a true thing of people wanting what they can't have. Okay? As soon as this person realized they could no longer have you, that there had been enough check marks, if you will, on your red flag versus green flag dynamic, and that sounds so black and white to say, but basically when they finally hit enough marks, if you will, that I'm not going back to that, I'm done giving chances, that is when they truly started feeling all this intensity again for you, because they realized they cannot have you now. That's a very unhealed type of energy. Nobody's perfect. We have to see if that's still how they are. Are they still wanting what they can't have? And if you actually became in an energy of, let's give this a try or be back in each other's lives, would it switch? Would it, in a couple of weeks, maybe days, end up being a cycle repeat? Do they just want what they can't have? Do they see your soul? Do they care about you? Absolutely, no matter what the answer is here. But there's still an energy of, are they healed enough that they're not chasing what they can't have anymore? Spirit says they're not ready. They will need more time. These are collective taste of resonance. So is there a possibility in the future that they have the ability to not just want the one that gets away, the one that makes them have fireworks and feel like they have to chase? I do feel the possibility, but it's too soon. If this time, the reach out is inevitable and you are supposed to... The best way to put it is not even be surprised when this reach out happens. But you're going to feel your throat, literally your chakra, tell you, close up, it's not time to open up to this person. I feel and see you're going to telepathically acknowledge the strength it took them to reach out. But your internal compass, your gods, your goddesses, your source, take it as it resonates. We'll send you all the signs that's too soon. There is a possibility for you to have wish fulfillment, but if it came too soon, it would be thrown out the door. What Spirit's trying to tell you from this reading, okay, is when this reach out happens, this is what they're telling you to do. Again, don't even question your spiritual abilities. You saw this coming from a mile away, but the exact moment it happens, you won't expect it. And I know that sounds kind of contradictory, but what I'm basically meaning is you at this moment know this reach out is happening, but the exact time they call you, you see them, they message you, in that moment you'll be busy doing something and you won't even register, like thinking about it. And you'll look at your phone, or you'll be outside driving, or you'll be at the grocery store and you look up and they are. Collective, take what resonates. And Spirit, another thing that they're stating for the way you are to go about this is not completely dismissing them off, but making it very aware from the beginning. I'm not willing to rush into anything. I am not going to lie and sit here and say I don't have any feelings for you, because that's not how things work. But I do know what I am deserving of, and I know you need more time to figure things out and live your life. If our paths cross again in the future, and Spirit's giving me different types of signs, there is a possibility. But I can feel you're in the midst of that dark night of the soul. I can feel that you're still in that part where you're gaining your power. And this is your either hero or villain arc moment. And this is us speaking to them, because I feel that you've surpassed this part. You've gone on to the next steps, if you will, and that doesn't mean you're better than them. That doesn't mean you're better than her, than him, than them, than they. You know what I'm trying to say? All it means is that you followed your GPS a little bit more clearly in this lifetime at this point than them, and they're just finding their own way. What Spirit is stating for you to do is because, remember, we have that freedom of will and these are collective. If they try to cross a boundary or make you feel like you're doing something wrong by not fully embracing or answering all their questions or etc., that type of dynamic, Spirit says walk away, because that is the sign of deceit. That is a sign that they're only going to say what they think will make you want to stay. And then as soon as there's a hook, line, sinker, a form of gaslighting or deceit, etc., comes back. There is two big collective differences. And this is with one, the person had a very manipulative, but it's such a fucking subtle manipulation. It's not like they could, people who don't know what it looks like would not notice it. You have had to experience this form of narcissism or narcissistic tendencies, okay? Because I'm not a doctor, but there's definitely tendencies within this person. That energy is a complete separate from another person, where it feels that it's more of like golden retriever type of energy, like a person that is very smart and beautiful, but they have this almost kind of like lolly, I can't even, it's like so hard to even explain the difference in these two different types of people in this collective, and I'm trying to make sure I keep it surfing for you guys. You will know based off of their actions, their intentions, the way they've treated you. No matter what, this person is to be still something to have a defense of, no matter if they're that golden retriever energy or if this is a person that has that narcissistic tendencies. Either way, they're just not yet healed enough. And for a lot of you, you're going to find that even once they are healed enough, the amount of growth you've done, the other people you've met, very well you will not have even wanted the same things as them anymore. The best foot forward with this connection is to listen to your internal compass and to know when they reach out, there is still a temporary retreat. There is still a setting healthy boundaries and not throwing yourself full force into this connection. If it is to work out, if it is to arise, you have to start slowly getting to know each other all again. Like right in the beginning of meeting a friend. From there, based off of your freedom of will, their freedom of will, it will dictate. And you will see if your dynamic leads to fruition or if you're just making closure with each other. That's what I got for you today. Now, we're going to talk about my Bali trip. Alrighty, guys. So, also, before I do that, anybody who requests a reading from me in between August 8th all the way to August 20th, I am going to be at my Colorado adventure. So I will not be able to get back to those messages until around August 20th, August 21st. So if you're wanting to receive any form of a reading or a service from me, you can still go to my website and you can still request, but do not expect a response back from me until around August 20th. If you are wanting to book, I now, at the time of speaking, have a month booking out for video chat, in person, and phone call readings. And at this point, anybody that requests a emailed or video recorded reading will not see that reading be ready until after August 21st. Any questions, etc., that you have about anything else, still feel free to message, and you will see the message that says I will get back to you as soon as I'm back from my trip, okay? So with that being said, I do have my second trip that's confirmed already, which is going to be Bali in June 2025. This trip is epic. It's extremely chill. We're going to go into herbal medicine, sound healing, and so much more. I am hosting one workshop where it's going to be how I help people further connect to their divination tools, which means tarot, candles, incense, pendulums, totems, crystals, and so much more. Every single person that joins the trip will receive a personal reading with me, one-on-one. That workshop and the personal reading are included with the trip. There's no extra cost for that. All you need to do to claim your spot right now is put a 25% down deposit on the trip. And then you have until the remainder, all the way into 2025, to pay off the rest. So, as an example, you put that 25% down deposit, and you choose to pay the rest off in 9 months. You're paying right around $183 a month for 9 months to have the trip fully paid off. If you'd like to have any more information, don't hesitate to send me an email at contact@offprintmint.com. The link to the trip, the Bali trip, is on my Instagram bio, YouTube descriptions and bio, and all over my website. And to get to my website, that's on all of my social media platforms. That's what I got for y'all today. And I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.